What's up everyone, John from ARTV. It's time for a review of the debut album by the British singer-songwriter Anne Marie. You might know her from that song with Marshmello, the DJ with the marshmallow on his head that's just been taking over the world. Some of his songs are pretty good, some of the songs are not, and one of those would be the track that was done with Anne Marie. More on that in a minute, but let's talk about Speak Your Mind. This review is for the standard edition of the album. There's 12 tracks, and I can't go any further than that. I mean, there's a deluxe edition with even more Anne Marie, but, I don't think I could tolerate that. Subjecting yourself to multiple listens of Speak Your Mind will let you know a few things, and the first and most important of those is the fact that this is derivative of many other things, and I would say most notably, Meghan Trainor. And if you're riding the coattails of Meghan Trainor, things aren't good. What do I mean though? What do I mean when I'm saying that she's going after that style and that vibe of something that Meghan Trainor did? Well, it's not so much that it's the doo-woppiness or the throwback vibe of her song all the time, although she definitely tries to prey on nostalgia. Did you hear 2002? That Ed Sheeran co-write is embarrassing. That track is god-awful. But anyways, what I'm saying by that is that she's going for this vibe of just kind of cheesily embracing whatever the hell it is, and I feel like Anne Marie is trying to act like she's something that she's not. There's a track called Perfect here, and I just want to like scream and say, what do you think you look like? I mean, I see the cover of the album, and this is by no means a bad-looking person here. And she's over here talking like, I'll never be a supermodel, and I'll never be this, I'll never look this way. Sometimes I don't wear makeup, and I'm just like, Please just stop. You were rambling on about the biggest cliches ever, and this song that has these muted guitar chords, and it just is never ending. It feels like this album in general is never ending. It's just a loop of pop cliches force-fed down your throat for like 40 minutes. Ugh. Stop, please. The album at its best is inoffensive and forgettable, and that's sad that it opens up on one of the best quote-unquote tracks, which is called Cry. That one is just there. It exists. It's okay. I don't really have a problem with it. I guess it's catchy enough, but it kind of shows you where this album is going, where she's headed with that sound, and as you listen through Anne Marie's debut album, Speak Your Mind, you're just gonna hear a lot of these flat, lifeless guitars, a lot of melodies that just, once again, they seem like they could be for anyone. A lot of co-writing credits that have been done before with all of these other artists, and it just feels like they gave her all the scraps. The song Alarm feels really off-kilter because it sees her kind of stepping into an almost like Rihanna type territory. Rihanna maybe 2012, that whole era and vibe that she had going on, more of like the club hits and that sort of thing. And this one you can tell it's trying to build up that kind of swaying electronic feel in it, and her vocals change on the pre-chorus of that one, and she's just like, no. That little roller coaster that she rides in the pre-chorus is absolutely grating to the ears. And then you move into the chorus and it's just your standard build, drop, repeat a few words, and God, this album, just rinse, recycle, repeat. Can I Get Your Number tries to ride the tropical trend and absolutely flops. The final track, Machine, sees her lamenting about, oh, if I was a machine, I wouldn't have any feelings, and I'd be able to do this, and I could do that. And it's just, it's not the Terminator yet. We're not being taken over by the machines, so don't worry about that yet. You're not gonna be a machine. It's not gonna happen as much as you want it to, Anne Marie. I'm very sorry. I already mentioned my gripes with this song, Perfect, but I also want to remind you that the music in this track is equally as awful and as mundane. Right after that, we have to sit through the Marshmello collab with, oh God, those guitars that just play the same muted chords. It's just like Ed Sheeran and his co-writes brought that in with like Love Yourself, and now it's so popular because he helped Justin Bieber with that track. He did it all out of his own, and it's been done in the past plenty of times, but now all of these mainstream pop artists that aren't like, hip-hop leaning, they break out the acoustic muted chords and they just go for it. And Friends has this really annoying vocal thing, ooh, from Anne Marie, and it just loops over and over again, and it's just like, okay, I thought it was just gonna be the intro. Oh, you're still going. You still haven't shut up. You're still going. You're still trying to make the most generic song about getting friend-zoned ever. Wow, way too trying to relate to anyone, because I'm sure anyone's been in that situation. It's just like these memes that are like, oh, like if you've ever been hungry.
And fuck you.
2002 does one of the most annoying things I can find in a song. It's one of my absolute pet peeves, and that's when people use the punchlines or the titles of other songs to try and tell their story. And she does it with Ed Sheeran here. Oh boy. Oh man, Ed, come on. You're really pushing my nerves. I mean, I tried to defend Divide the best that I could. I liked some songs on there, but just some of the co-writing sessions he's had since Divide and his other records, it's been hard for me to support his choices. And this one is another very poor one here. This song totally misses the mark. If you're cool with singing along to song titles like Ride With Me by Nelly, and all of these other tracks like Bye 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 by NSYNC, you know, the late 90s and 2000s, and using those to try and tell a love story, then fine, so be it. You'll enjoy this. But for anyone else who's looking for more than just surface level bullshit, this song and this album in general, not for you. Alright, let me try and stitch this up really quick because I don't want to waste too much of your time here. But two other songs that I have to mention because they just have to be mentioned. They have to, because they're not good. Trigger is one of those, and I have to question exactly what went on with the production there because there's these weird vocal samples just being thrown throughout, a lot of clunky noises, some chiming keys on this one, and the whole vocal refrain and just the lyrical content, that won't fix it any quicker. It just, it's like nails on the chalkboard, just slowly. It's like a cat. Doesn't know what they're doing, can't hear themselves, and they're just clawing at the chalkboard. And everyone else in the room that's being forced to be subjected to this, they all want to leave, but they can't. That's how this song is to me. And that might sound a little bit harsh. I know it might be a bit of an exaggeration, but still, something like this, just from my listener's perspective, it's so just unappealing. It's so unlistenable to me. That and the other one that I want to mention. And that track is Bad Girlfriend. No, it's not a cover of the already horrible song by Theory of a Dead Man. It's another song called Bad Girlfriend, which leaves me to wonder, could there ever be a good song called Bad Girlfriend? Could it ever be written? I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap it up here because I'm sure I've already pissed a lot of people off and probably entertained the other half. I'm sure this will probably be one of those reviews that's split down the middle. I honestly want to know what you think because maybe this is just me, maybe I'm being too harsh, but this is genuinely how I hear the record and how I've responded to it. It is not good. It's overall very unenjoyable, very unappealing. Very colorless to me, just something that is so bland, it's just like eating toast after you've been sick and you haven't gotten the flavor back on your tongue and your taste buds and everything. It's just going down, it's okay, you know, you're not miserable, but you're still not happy. That's Speak Your Mind by Anne Marie. Congratulations, you get a 1.5 out of 5. Drop a like on this review. Let me know what other albums you'd like to see me cover on this channel in the coming weeks. Rest assured, there will be plenty more to come, and hopefully some more that I actually like, because this was not one of those. Anyways, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Ring that little bell so you get the notifications. Even when YouTube doesn't post them in the sub feed, you'll be notified. And other than that, if you're able to, please support me on Patreon at the top link down below. Thank you so much for tuning into this review. Like I said, leave your thoughts tastefully, respectfully in the comments section down below. If you would like to support me on Patreon, the direct link is in this annotation right here in the corner of the screen. If you want to see another pop review, tap right here, or another recent review I did on the channel right over here. All of my social media accounts are linked in the description, and I'll see you soon right here on ARTV.